Volta football is really about celebrating the world's game in a way that our fans have been asking for. So you talked about how much of FIFA Street is in Volta football. Well, the spirit's in there, but Volta football is a brand new realization and vision for the small-sided game.
Yep.
And part of the reason for the word Volta is that Volta means to return in Portuguese, and for us it's going back to the roots of football, which isn't just street, it's just small-sided in general, right? So there's futsal and just in different forms of the game which we wanted to bring to life inside of the mode itself. So for us it was a great opportunity to kind of bring to life the stadiums that people go to every day, which are the streets, their cages, their courts. You know, it's not about the big stadiums for them, it's about their neighborhoods and how they play the game for them personally and how they creatively express themselves on that pitch. And sometimes, you know, those players in those environments, they actually influence how the professional game is played. And so it's a great opportunity for us to celebrate that and kind of bring a new and fresh experience to FIFA gamers.
Ja. Also er sagt, die Idee hinter Volta ist tatsächlich eben einfach dieses Straßenfußball-Ding einzufangen. Dieser tägliche Fußball, der auf den Straßen gespielt wird, in den Hinterhöfen. In German we say Bolzplatz, actually.
Okay.
For the backyard.
Yeah.
Ist natürlich eine Straßenkultur, aber es hat nicht mehr so viel mit dem alten FIFA Street zu tun. Es ist nicht mehr so diese Hipster-Geschichte, sondern eben dieser alltägliche Fußball, aber auch der in den Stadien gespielt wird, aber in diesen kleinen Arenen. We have gameplay now for Volta.
Yeah.
Can you explain Volta? Can you explain a little bit what we see?
Yeah, so right now you're looking at Volta Kickoff, which is where you can play with all the clubs in FIFA and all your favorite players in the Volta environment. So what you're seeing right here is our Tokyo Rooftop, which is one of the more kind of bright and colorful environments. Has a really awesome kind of flair and uniqueness to it. And you're seeing 3v3 rush, which means no keepers.
Yeah.
In that situation, any player becomes the keeper when they need one. And also you're seeing walls, right? So something as simple as walls really changes the way the game plays, the speed of it. Obviously having no out of bounds kind of keeps it constantly in motion. And you can see right there, he played it off the wall to himself. It kind of behaves as almost another teammate for both sides, right? To kind of have this extra way to play the ball to yourself or to a teammate in the game. And it's amazing how much it actually impacts how the game feels when you're on the pitch. And it's also a great environment to really focus on skills, right? And skill moves. We simplified the skill moves, and we also added some simplified flicks as well, and added some new flair animations to kind of really bring to life that flair and that style of street football, and how the players when they're on the ball, they have that a little bit more of a likelihood to perform a skill move and do something with a little bit of attitude to score that goal with some style.
Okay. Also was wir hier sehen ist auf dem, what is it, Tokyo Rooftop?
Tokyo Rooftop, yeah, it says the Tango League as well, you can see
also
there.
auf dem Hochhaus auf einer Rooftop oben auf dem Dach. Es erinnert so ein bisschen an den alten Hallenfußball. Man kann über Bande spielen, also die Bande wird tatsächlich auch so eine Art neuer Mitspieler. Das ist jetzt der Rush-Modus, 3 gegen 3 ohne Torwart. Jeder, der hinten ist, darf Torwart sein, kennen wir natürlich auch vom Pausenhof und so weiter. Die Skillsets wurden ein bisschen vereinfacht, sodass man die Trickshots einfacher machen kann. How does that work? How do you make the trickshots in this game? You said it's a little bit easier than in the normal
game.
game.
So the simplified skill moves are exactly that. You just hold down both triggers and move in a direction, and it'll do a contextual skill move in that situation. So that makes it a little bit easier for players to access it as well. And also the simplified flicks, you just click the right stick down and it'll do a flick. You just saw one do right there. Okay. And again, those are contextual to the direction that you're moving in, so you can really string together really interesting plays really easily, or at least a little bit more intuitively. But also, if you're one of those core players who knows the skill moves really well, those are all in there as they are on the stick as well. So you can actually do them traditionally if you have that skill set already.
Also die Skillsets werden vereinfacht. Es wird deutlich einfacher sein, wenn man die beiden Tasten gedrückt hält, die Tricks dann auch auszuführen, damit es alles ein bisschen mehr nach Action aussieht, ein bisschen dynamischer wird, was eben auch zu diesem Hallenfußball-Stil ganz gut passt. Now we see like official teams, but it's possible to play with like mixed teams, create your own characters.
Yeah. So like I said, this is Volta Kickoff. So this is from the main menu. You can go in there and just play with your clubs and your favorite players. But to play Volta inside of the Volta World, that's where you create your own avatar, and that's where we have, for the first time in FIFA, we have mixed gender teams, so men and women on the same court.
But only in Volta,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, only in Volta, which is awesome. It's a great experience. And really that experience is more about your avatar and how you can customize and personalize them and make them have your personal brand and style, not only the way they look and what they dress, but also how they play as well. And that was a nice little move
shot,
there. Yeah, that's a good one. And inside of that experience, you're going to be able to travel the world. There's 17 locations like Tokyo across 5 continents. So there's this one, obviously, like in Table Mountain in Cape Town, in the shadow of Table Mountain. The Eiffel Tower in Paris. We've got cages in London. Miami. We go. Obviously, Tokyo here, Buenos Aires, Rio. So all over the world, we have these different environments that are really colorful and kind of bring to life, that particular country, that particular region's style of small-sided football. That was really important to us because for us, Volta football and small-sided football is about diversity and celebrating the game in all the different ways that people play it across the world and allowing people to kind of see those flavors and those varieties.
Ja. Also sagt, was brand new ist auf jeden Fall, dass man mit Mixed Teams spielen kann. Das heißt, ihr könnt weibliche und männliche Avatare auf dem Feld mischen. Man kann natürlich auch ganz klassisch mit seinen Lieblingshelden spielen von den Bundesliga-Vereinen oder von internationalen Vereinen und alles drumherum. Natürlich gibt es auch ganz viel Avatar-Customization, also ihr könnt eure Person anziehen bis auf die Socken runter, even socks, right?
Yeah, socks.
Opening night
socks are part of your style, man.
Yeah,
socks
nice are important.
I'm not wearing any right now.
Also bis auf die Schuhe, alles runter, komplett eurem Spielstil anpassen. I heard there's a new story mode that is included in Volta, so I was a big fan of the journey mode.
Yeah.
So how do you try to continue this epic tale? But it's a new story, right?
Yeah. Well, so the journey was always thought of as a trilogy, and so obviously we brought that trilogy to a conclusion in FIFA 19, and had a lot of great feedback and a lot of fans of that, and so we wanted to, in spirit, have a new experience where you could experience, Volta football. The journey was about the pro game and about what that was like to come up in that world, but this is about the world of street and the world of small-sided, and so that